Roger Ailes, the larger-than-life head of Fox News, his future is now in doubt. The Murdoch family that owns Fox News has given him an ultimatum that he needs to resign from the company by August 1st, or he would be fired for cause.
From unexpected exits to shocking revelations, the corridors of Fox News have seen it all. Tucker Carlson, Bill O'Reilly, Roger Ailes, and many more, all high-profile figures with dramatic departures. What explosive events forced these influential voices out of the spotlight? Dive into the untold stories of power, scandal, and the dramatic shifts that rocked the network to its core. Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, a name synonymous with controversy and conservatism. But did his rhetoric go too far? What led to his sudden exit from Fox News amidst a multi-million-dollar lawsuit? Tucker Carlson, born on May 16, 1969 in San Francisco, California, grew up in a privileged environment. His father, Richard Warner Carlson, was a notable journalist and diplomat who served as the director of Voice of America and president of the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. His mother, Lisa McNear Lombardi, was an artist who left when Tucker was 6, and his stepmother, Patricia Caroline Swanson, was an heiress to the Swanson frozen foods fortune. Carlson spent his early childhood in La Jolla, California, before relocating to the East Coast. He attended St. George's School, a prestigious boarding school in Rhode Island, where he developed interests in journalism and politics, contributing to the school newspaper and debate team. After graduating high school in 1987, he enrolled at Trinity College in Hartford, Connecticut, majoring in history. Known for his conservative views, Carlson often clashed with the predominantly liberal campus culture and continued honing his writing skills for the college newspaper. After graduating in 1991, Carlson began his journalism career as a fact-checker for the conservative journal Policy Review, gaining valuable insights into political media and building connections within conservative circles. What does it take for a young journalist to rise through the ranks of conservative media? He made his mark in the 1990s as a writer for conservative publications like the Weekly Standard, and transitioned to television as a commentator for CNN from 2000 to 2005, co-hosting the debate program Crossfire, known for its confrontational style. In 2005, Carlson joined MSNBC, where he hosted Tucker until 2008. His tenure there blended traditional conservative commentary with a more sensationalist approach. In 2010, he co-founded The Daily Caller, a right-wing news and opinion website aimed at countering mainstream media narratives. Carlson's career reached new heights in 2009 when he became a contributor to Fox News, quickly becoming a familiar face on the network. His provocative commentary and confrontational interview style resonated with Fox's conservative audience. In 2016, he launched Tucker Carlson Tonight, occupying the coveted 8 p.m. time slot previously held by Bill O'Reilly. The show became one of cable news' highest-rated programs, with Carlson's monologues and interviews shaping conservative discourse. Known for tackling controversial topics from a far-right perspective, Carlson's show often featured one-on-one interviews discussing current events while promoting nationalism and skepticism towards immigration policies. Despite its success, the program was not without controversy, facing advertiser boycotts and criticism for promoting conspiracy theories and making inflammatory remarks about various groups. Carlson's tenure at Fox News appeared secure until April 2023, when the network announced his sudden departure. This announcement followed Fox's settlement of a $787.5 million defamation lawsuit with Dominion Voting Systems, which had exposed internal communications questioning the network's handling of false claims regarding the 2020 election. What explosive revelations surrounded Carlson's abrupt exit from Fox News, shaking the foundations of conservative media? While the specific reasons for Carlson's exit were not publicly disclosed, reports suggested that his inflammatory rhetoric and the revelations from the Dominion lawsuit may have contributed to his departure. Some messages reportedly contained offensive language and expressed disdain for Fox News management. Carlson's time at Fox News was marked by high ratings, influential commentary, and numerous controversies. His departure represented a significant shift in the conservative media landscape, given his status as one of the most prominent voices in right-wing television. Bill O'Reilly. Bill O'Reilly dominated cable news for years, But behind the scenes, scandals were brewing. What led to the downfall of one of Fox's biggest stars? Bill O'Reilly, a central figure in American conservative media, joined Fox News in 1996, hosting The O'Reilly Factor, which became the highest-rated cable news show for 16 years. His assertive interviewing style and populist themes resonated with audiences, blending news with opinion on a range of controversial topics. O'Reilly was known for his catchphrases like, "The spin stops here," and his "no spin zone," while also achieving success through best-selling books and speaking tours. However, O'Reilly's tenure was marred by serious controversies, primarily allegations of sexual harassment. In April 2017, the New York Times reported that Fox News and O'Reilly had settled 5 lawsuits involving claims of misconduct for around $13 million. What happens when a media titan falls from grace amid shocking allegations? This led to significant backlash, with over 60 advertisers withdrawing support from his show, drastically affecting revenue. On April 19, 2017, Fox News announced O'Reilly would not return after a brief vacation, following pressure from advertisers and public outcry. His departure marked a dramatic fall from grace for one of cable news' biggest stars. In his farewell, O'Reilly expressed disappointment over what he termed unfounded claims, but acknowledged his remarkable success at Fox, highlighting the changing landscape of media and the impact of the #MeToo movement. Roger Ailes. The mastermind behind Fox News' success, Roger Ailes, faced a downfall as dramatic as his rise. What accusations forced the powerful media mogul to resign? Roger Ailes, the founding president of Fox News Channel, was instrumental in transforming the network into a dominant force in American media from its launch in 1996 until his resignation in 2016. Hired by Rupert Murdoch, Ailes aimed to create a news outlet that resonated with conservative audiences, successfully making Fox News the most watched cable news network, often attracting over 2 million viewers daily. Under Ailes' leadership, Fox News became synonymous with right-leaning commentary and provocative programming, featuring influential hosts like Bill O'Reilly and Sean Hannity. However, Ailes' tenure was marred by serious controversy. In July 2016, former anchor Gretchen Carlson filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against him, alleging unwanted advances and career retaliation. How did one lawsuit expose a toxic culture at the heart of one of America's most influential networks? This lawsuit prompted other women to come forward with similar claims against Ailes, leading to increased media scrutiny and pressure from advertisers. Ultimately, Ailes resigned on July 21, 2016, marking a dramatic fall from grace for a once powerful figure in television news. His departure underscored significant issues of workplace culture and sexual harassment within the network. Ailes passed away on May 18, 2017, leaving a complex legacy defined by both his profound impact on cable news and the controversies of his leadership. Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly's confrontational style made headlines, but her departure was just as newsworthy. What controversies followed her from Fox News to NBC and beyond? Megyn Kelly began her career at Fox News in 2004, quickly establishing herself as a prominent figure through her incisive reporting and hard-hitting interviews. She co-anchored America's Newsroom, hosted America Live, and ultimately launched The Kelly File in 2013, which became one of the network's highest-rated programs. Kelly gained national attention for her confrontational questioning style, notably during the Republican debates and her exchanges with Donald Trump. However, her time at Fox was not without controversy. In 2016, she publicly accused Roger Ailes of sexual harassment, contributing to his resignation from the network. In January 2017, Kelly left Fox News for NBC, where she hosted Megyn Kelly Today. Despite initial excitement, the show faced criticism and low ratings, culminating in its cancellation in October 2018 after a controversial segment regarding blackface. Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck joined Fox News in 2009, hosting his eponymous show, Glenn Beck. His tenure at the network was characterized by his animated, often emotional style and his promotion of various conspiracy theories. Beck quickly became known for his use of chalkboards to illustrate complex narratives about government corruption and socialist agendas. Why did a highly rated host decide to walk away from the network that made him famous? Beck's time at Fox News was marked by controversy. He famously called President Obama a racist with a deep-seated hatred for white people, leading to an advertiser boycott. His inflammatory rhetoric and tendency to promote fringe ideas made him a polarizing figure, even within conservative circles. Despite high ratings, Beck left Fox News in 2011 amid speculation about tensions with network management. Ed Henry. Ed Henry's career at Fox News ended amidst serious allegations. What happened that caused his sudden dismissal? Ed Henry joined Fox News in 2011 as the chief White House correspondent and later co-hosted America's Newsroom, gaining recognition for his coverage of major political events. However, his tenure was overshadowed by controversy. In 2016, he was suspended for 4 months due to an affair with a Las Vegas cocktail waitress. On July 1, 2020, Henry was fired following an investigation into serious allegations of sexual misconduct, which he denied. These allegations included claims of sexual assault and harassment from former colleagues, resulting in lawsuits that damaged his reputation. After his dismissal, Henry largely retreated from public life, ending his media career. Eric Bolling. Eric Bolling was a vocal conservative voice, but accusations of inappropriate behavior led to his departure. What were the claims that brought him down? Eric Bolling joined Fox News in 2007, becoming a prominent figure as a co-host on The Five and later hosting The Specialists. Known for his strong conservative views, he was a vocal supporter of President Trump. In August 2017, allegations emerged that Bolling had sent unsolicited lewd photos to multiple female colleagues. Following these reports, Fox News suspended him pending an internal investigation. Bolling denied the claims and filed a $50 million defamation lawsuit against the reporter, which he later dropped. On September 8, 2017, Fox announced his departure, sparking discussions about workplace culture and accountability within the network. Lara Logan. Lara Logan's bold reporting style resonated with many, but her extreme comments led to her exit. What did she say that caused such backlash? Lara Logan gained prominence as a war correspondent before joining Fox News in January 2020. At Fox, she hosted the series Lara Logan Has No Agenda, where she tackled various topics, including immigration and socialism. Her reporting style and willingness to challenge mainstream narratives resonated with conservative audiences. However, Logan's time at Fox was marked by increasing controversy. In November 2021, during an appearance on Fox News, she made headlines for comparing Dr. Anthony Fauci to Nazi Dr. Joseph Mengele, which sparked widespread outrage. Following this incident, she was reportedly dumped by Fox and faced backlash from former colleagues and the media for her extreme comments and conspiracy theories. Lou Dobbs. Lou Dobbs' outspoken views made him a Fox News staple until a defamation lawsuit changed everything. What claims led to the cancellation of his show? Lou Dobbs, a prominent conservative political commentator, hosted Lou Dobbs Tonight on Fox Business from 2011 until his abrupt departure in 2021. Known for his outspoken views, Dobbs often echoed and amplified conspiracy theories, particularly around immigration and election fraud. Dobbs faced significant controversy following the 2020 U.S. presidential election. Dobbs was named in a defamation lawsuit filed by Smartmatic, a voting technology company, which accused him and Fox of promoting false claims about election fraud. The lawsuit contributed to the decision to cancel his show on February 5, 2021. Judge Jeanine Pirro. Judge Jeanine Pirro's fiery commentary often landed her in hot water. What controversies led to her temporary suspension and eventual departure? Jeanine Pirro, a former district attorney and judge, became a prominent figure on Fox News as the host of Justice with Judge Jeanine, airing from 2011 to 2022. Known for her fiery and unapologetic conservative commentary, Pirro was a staunch supporter of Donald Trump and often focused on issues like immigration, law enforcement, and the judiciary. She sparked controversy in 2019 when she questioned Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's loyalty to the U.S. based on her Muslim faith, leading to her temporary suspension from Fox. Pirro faced further criticism for promoting unfounded claims of election fraud after the 2020 election. Shepard Smith. Shepard Smith, a longtime anchor at Fox News since its inception in 1996, became known for his straightforward news delivery, often standing apart from the network's opinion-heavy content. What hidden tensions lay beneath the surface of Fox News as Smith navigated a sea of opinions? As the host of Shepard Smith Reporting, he focused on fact-based journalism, which sometimes clashed with the network's more conservative commentators. Smith faced backlash from some viewers and colleagues for criticizing figures like President Trump, particularly regarding the administration's handling of issues such as immigration and COVID-19. His open disagreements with opinion hosts like Sean Hannity created tension, and in 2019, Smith abruptly resigned, citing a desire for journalistic independence over internal conflicts. Melissa Francis. Melissa Francis brought financial expertise to Fox News, but her fight over gender pay disparities ended her tenure. What happened behind the scenes? Melissa Francis joined Fox News in 2012, quickly becoming a co-host on shows like Outnumbered and After the Bell. Known for her financial expertise and conservative commentary, Francis gained prominence discussing economic issues and political developments. However, her tenure at Fox ended abruptly in 2020 amid controversy. Reports surfaced that Francis had filed a complaint with the network over gender pay disparities, alleging that her male colleagues were paid significantly more for similar roles. Her sudden departure was never fully explained, but it sparked conversations about workplace equity and transparency at Fox News. Geraldo Rivera. Geraldo Rivera's moderate voice faced challenges at Fox News. What led to his dramatic exit after 22 years? Geraldo Rivera's exit from Fox News in 2023 marked the end of his 22-year tenure at the network, underscoring the challenges moderate voices face in a deeply divided media landscape. Rivera joined Fox in 2001 after a distinguished career at ABC News and hosting his own talk show. At Fox, he took on roles as a war correspondent, weekend anchor, and panelist on The Five. Rivera often clashed with his more conservative co-hosts, especially on topics like immigration and Trump. In June 2023, he announced via social media that he had been fired from The Five, prompting his departure from Fox News entirely. Kimberly Guilfoyle. Kimberly Guilfoyle's departure from Fox News in 2018 marked the end of her 12-year run at the network, where she had risen to prominence as a co-host on The Five and Outnumbered. What shocking allegations surrounded her departure, and how did they expose deeper issues at Fox News? Known for her strong conservative views and vocal support of Donald Trump, Guilfoyle became a popular figure among the network's right-leaning audience. However, her sudden exit came amid reports of internal investigations into allegations of inappropriate workplace behavior, including sexual harassment claims. Guilfoyle denied the allegations, but the controversy surrounding her departure raised questions about Fox News' internal culture and handling of misconduct complaints. Bob Beckle. Bob Beckle, the liberal voice on The Five, faced two abrupt exits. What personal and professional controversies did he encounter? Bob Beckle's time at Fox News was marked by his role as the liberal co-host on The Five, where he frequently sparred with his conservative colleagues. Joining the network in 2011, Beckle's outspoken, often controversial views made him a standout. However, his tenure at Fox was cut short twice. First in 2015 due to personal issues related to substance misuse, and again in 2017 after allegedly making a racially insensitive remark to a black employee. Beckle's abrupt exits highlighted the tension between his liberal perspective and Fox's predominantly conservative stance, as well as the network's handling of internal controversies. Stacy Dash. Stacy Dash's strong conservative opinions often sparked controversy. What remarks led to her polarizing stint at Fox News? Stacy Dash, best known for her acting career, joined Fox News as a contributor in 2014. Dash quickly gained attention for her strong conservative opinions, particularly on social issues like race and gender, often making headlines for her controversial remarks. In 2015, she faced backlash for suggesting that Black History Month and BET should be eliminated. Her comments sparked widespread criticism, particularly within the Black community. Dash's outspoken views and repeated controversies eventually led to her contract not being renewed in 2017, marking the end of her brief but highly polarizing stint at Fox News. Ralph Peters. Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters' shocking departure from Fox News in March 2018 garnered attention when he described the network as a propaganda machine for the Trump administration. A retired Army officer and a foreign policy analyst at Fox since 2009, Peters was known for his strong stances on national security and military issues. Over time, he grew increasingly critical of the network's portrayal of the Trump administration, particularly its approach to Russia. In a pointed email to his colleagues, Peters expressed concerns about the erosion of constitutional order and the rule of law. His exit underscored the internal conflict at Fox between those aligning with Trump's agenda and those advocating for a traditional conservative perspective. Trish Regan. Trish Regan's tenure at Fox News ended in March 2020, amid significant controversy following her comments on the COVID-19 pandemic. What did she say that led to the cancellation of her show? Joining the network in 2015, Regan initially gained prominence as a business correspondent and host of Trish Regan Primetime. Known for her outspoken views on economic issues, she faced backlash when she described the media's response to the coronavirus as an attempt to create hysteria. This statement drew criticism for downplaying the seriousness of the pandemic. Shortly after, her show was canceled, highlighting the network's struggle to balance provocative commentary with responsible reporting during a public health crisis. Andrea Tantaros. Andrea Tantaros' time at Fox News came to an abrupt end in April 2016, following a series of controversies surrounding her allegations of workplace harassment. A co-host on The Five and contributor since 2010, Tantaros was known for her strong conservative opinions and engaging style. In August 2016, she filed a lawsuit alleging sexual harassment against former CEO Roger Ailes and other executives, claiming that her complaints led to her being sidelined and ultimately removed from the air. The lawsuit described Fox News as a sex-fueled Playboy mansion-like cult, which drew significant media attention. Could Tantaros' explosive lawsuit expose a darker side of Fox News culture? Despite her allegations, the case was dismissed in May 2018 due to lack of factual support. Tantaros' departure underscored the challenges within the network regarding gender dynamics and accountability. The exits of these media titans have left a lasting impact on Fox News and the media landscape as a whole. What do you think about these dramatic exits from Fox News? Share your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more insightful stories. Thanks for watching.